welcome back to my channel. I'm really sorry that it's been a while. I know I say that in most every one of my videos, really, but it's been quite a while and I do apologise. Situations at home have just got a bit unruly and things have just happened beyond my control that I've not been able to upload. However, I have been regularly uploading to Instagram and Twitter, so if you don't follow them already guys, then it's just Rachyreviews as it's spelled here. As I said, I have been actively posting for those because they are very short videos, but there is a variety, so it's going to suit everyone, I hope. We'll see. So the purpose of this video, you say? I've got an event tomorrow. It's actually my first PR event and I wanted to do a event look, kind of like a little tester before I actually had the event, you know, just to make sure it looked right and everything coordinated well. So I'm going to be showing you how I got this overall look, and if you like it then please do stay tuned as I'm going to be showing you how I got it. So my skin has definitely not been loving me recently. I've been breaking out here, a little bit over my forehead and, you know, just everywhere. So in order to keep this contained, there are two products that I recommend, and these are the two little gems that I have here. The first one is the Kiehl's Powerful Strength Line Reducing Concentrate. Not only does it reduce fine lines and wrinkles, but it also smells very citrusy and just like oranges, which I absolutely love. And then the second one that I go in with is the Moroccan Rose Superfood Facial Oil. And I've noticed that this one helps my red pigmentation in my skin. It also leaves the skin less dry and makes it feel extremely moisturised. So yeah, that's why I love that one. Now for primer, I'm going to use the This Works In Transit Camera Close-Up, and the reason I like to use this is because it's a little bit tacky and sticky and it just helps whatever you put on top of it stick to your skin basically. So obviously if you want your makeup to last all day, like I do for an event, then this is your best friend. It makes it last all day and all night depending on how long you stay there. Okay, I've been loving this foundation right now, and yes, I know you guys will have heard of it and seen it. It's the YSL All Hours Foundation. I absolutely love the texture that this gives. It's not completely matte, but then again it's not dewy either. It's just that lovely combination of both, which doesn't leave your skin too oily and also doesn't leave your skin looking dry. And also with a little bit of powder, this looks flawless. Now that is just one coat, and for that it looks incredible, and normally I would just leave it at this. However, for an event I would like it just to be a little bit more full coverage, a bit more flawless. You know, you do kind of go all out at these things. So I'm just going to add another layer and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm feeling sufficiently covered and happy with that. So as you can see, it's definitely a semi-matte foundation as there is still a little bit of sheen there, but we're going to sort that. So for concealer I'm going to be taking Tarte's Shape Tape Dupe, which of course is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, and I'm in the shade C1 for anyone who wants to know. And I'm going to go a little bit heavy-handed with this, more than I would, as it's an event and we have an excuse. And I just love how that has really brightened my face up. Okay, so now to make the skin look ultra flawless and totally matte, and we're going to be using my favourite powder, which of course is the Kat Von D Blotting Powder in Fair. And I'm going to apply this to everywhere that I feel has got a little bit of a shine and just needs to be a little bit more matte. And of course I'm just going to set my eyelids, as then it's going to be easier when we apply our eyeshadow. I know what you're thinking, we definitely need to warm this face up, but do not worry, I have the job for it. Hoola Light and Tarte's Pro Glow To Go. These two hand in hand are the perfect solution to warm my skin up. And that is this shade here, which is called Chisel. So as you can see, I have defined my cheekbones a little bit more and got a little bit more sculptured and chiselled, but that is purely because I just want to go a little bit more out there and extra and, you know, glam. Okay, so now I'm going to do my eyes, so I'm just going to bring you a little bit closer so that we can do that. Okay, so taking the Anastasia Prism palette, I'm just going to be taking the shade Unity and I'm going to just pop that all over my lid. And as you can see, it's just a gorgeous transitional colour. A little bit on the yellow side, but it blends out beautifully, so don't worry about it. So, transitional colour done. I'm now going to be taking my NYX Cosmetic palette and I'm just going to start building up the crease with this shade here, which is a nice lilac, and then I'm going to gradually go into these more vibrant colours here. And as you can probably see, I'm just following the natural contour of my eye in order to really build up that definition and define that crease. Just looks a little bit bright, just be right back. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so just going back in with that fluffy brush and just blending out those edges so that there are no harsh lines and everything looks fabulous. Now to really intensify this crease, I'm going to be taking this dark purple shade right here, and I'm just going to be popping that on the outer edge and also the inner corner. But leave the centre just as it is, because that is where we're going to put something in order to make the eyeshadow truly pop and look wow. And remember, try not to get it in the centre and be as messy as I am, because for once we're not doing a cut crease, thank God. But saying that, we are doing something a little bit more fun and adventurous. Don't forget, if it starts to look a little bit messy, then you can always use your transitional shade just to go back in and blend anything out that may look a little bit harsh. Okay, so I'm now going to be taking this colour here, which is called Satin, and I'm just going to be mixing it with this colour here just to create the perfect orange shade that I want for my eyes. And you just want to go halfway with this one. Just going back in with that purple shade, and I'm just going to redefine that colour. Probably should have topped that one off. And then I'm just going to start putting a little bit of that purple on my lower lash line, just to make it look a little bit more uniformed and tie this whole look together. And I'm just taking a dab of that orange and just putting it on the outer corner of my lower lash line, because ideally it's nice to mimic what you have on your upper lid on your lower lid. For me, I just find it looks better that way. Okay, so now for the centre of my eyes, I'm going to be using this shade here from the Anastasia palette, which is called Pyramid, and this is just a really pretty pigmented gold. As you can see. Normally I would recommend putting a foil on with your finger, but because we are trying to get it just in this gap here, then I do recommend using a brush, as it is just a little bit better for precision. And I think I'm going to apply this sparkly orange shade called Eternal, just where I've got the orange. This is starting to turn out to be a shimmer look, and I kind of like that. And it just helps blend into the other colour. Okay, so just taking this shade here from the highlighter Makeup Revolution Soap palette, and I'm just going to put that on the inner corners, as this should blend really nice with the gold. Okay, time for some mascara, and of course it's the Benefit Roller Lash that I'm going to be using. So just putting a few coats of this bad boy on here. The only problem I have with my lashes, yes, they are long, but they are so incredibly straight. And I have heard about that LVL lash lift treatment. Let me know in the comments if it's actually worth the money, and also if you guys have had it before, what you thought about it. Okay, so I'm just going to keep the lips really simple and neutral, as we have got a bold eye look going on. And I'm going to be going with the NYX Cosmetics Soft Matte Lip Cream, and I think it's in the shade London. It's out of one of their London lip kits. And like I said before, I have done a review on all of those, so I will link that somewhere up here when it decides to pop up. But this is just a lovely nude colour, and it seems to match everyone. It's so universal. I find that you can either overdraw your lips if you want to make them look really nice and plump and full, or you can keep it incredibly natural and draw around the natural lines that you actually have, which is something that I enjoy doing. And I'm sorry, but you can't say glam without highlighter. So, my highlighter of choice is the Soft Nails collaboration with Makeup Revolution palette, and this one here is my favourite shade, as I just find that it matches my skin incredibly well. It's definitely more for the pale folks out there. Yes, I know there are some left out there, but I just put this on the tops of my cheeks in order to give like a beautiful, healthy, wet look glow. On the top of my brow bone, and yes, don't worry, I'm no professional at this, so please don't yell at me for not using a smaller brush. A little bit down the schnoz and just on the end of the nose. Of course, not forgetting that Cupid's bow. So of course, this isn't what I'm going to be wearing for the event, because I do actually want to get past the doors. And so let me show you what I'm going to look like when I go to the event. So let me just do a little preview for you. My top is from Boohoo. It's just this really nice lacy crop top, which I'm terrified about, by the way. Never wore a crop top, but just had this incredibly high waist skirt, which is extremely long and is something that I'll definitely get on with. So this is the finished look, guys. I think it's really pretty and flirty, but also very glam. I absolutely love every single one of these products. They just seem to work for my skin type, my skin texture, and everything is just perfect for a night out or just to be a little bit more extra, just to be a little bit more fancy and out of your comfort zone. It's always good to do that. So guys, that's everything for today. If you did enjoy this video, then I would really appreciate a big thumbs up from you. Also, if you're not and you would like to be, then please do hit that subscribe button and I will love you forever. That's all there is to it. Thank you for watching my video, guys, and I will see you again in my next one. Bye!